The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Yo.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Xavier.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he couldn't hang on to through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This is taken at the 15. Runs through the contact. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Williams, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. That escapes the sack. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, and it's 3rd down.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, it takes a little too long to develop. You got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Take it at the 37. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Here we go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is tackled inside the 40. Not good for 13 and a Charger first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Staying on his feet. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the incompletion,
what is up, John?
now,
remember
2nd
me?
and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he
Peace
gets
out,
it
John.
away. That's pulled in at the 32. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
You're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll let this one go deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hurry up, here we go. 3 and 8.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you got to take care of the ball.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they'll get him down here
Lol,
about the
emoji
5-yard
happy
line.
tears.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Thing going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good point.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On first down, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll get him down down as he's inside the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And the kick by Butker is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And then it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Sturgis for the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Left, 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 left. Slow. Z.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Mahomes now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Future and say, oh, we gotta get it. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as...
Mitch, you there?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So you want to get on?
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Oh, yeah.
That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football.
Probably will.
Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
That new skin that came out last night is pretty nice. I bought it. But, it's pretty.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Oh, yeah. No, you were on last night. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
I don't know.
Slow. Z. Left. Z.
Oh, really?
2nd down, here's Mahomes. He completes it to Hunt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been
That's
very,
funny.
very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
That's funny.
That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he'll be taken down at the 34. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like
That's
no
funny.
man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal
That's
kicker.
funny.
I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
That is funny.
Now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, man. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch
yeah, saying today, $200 though, real quick.
Ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe
no, they haven't.
A fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The skins are nice.
Would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting
that was close. I don't know how that wasn't a pick, though.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to
yeah, I'm playing the kid that owns the league. We're tied 13-13 right now. I just almost had a pick. He went for it on 4th and 1 by my defense stopped him. I was down 10-13.
Here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. And now the Chargers are going to look up here.
Stacks is thinking about going to buy 2K. He said it's $40 to target.
2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Friday. Oh, that's a Torah solo sermon.
They'll run again with Hunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
What do you think I'm going to do?
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Yeah, I ain't gonna work tomorrow, so I'll be on for a little while.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Come on, the first? Nope.
First down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
A practice tournament.
This is Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. 27. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
I like the call there because that was one
fucking,
to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting
you
out
watch
here
the
with a
basketball
W.
game yesterday?
Mind to the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
All right.
The Chiefs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Pick 6. Can't believe I fucking did that. I don't even know what my KD is. I don't even check it.
Throwing here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And able to
We got no timeouts.
big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
That's a long field goal.
Nice gain of 25 yards. And able to spike it with time remaining. And they'll have a shot at a long field goal now that could win this game. So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. This from long, very long range.
Merritt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and that changes.
Can't believe I missed that fucking field goal. Wow. Dude, I'm usually good with him too. I missed the wide left with 20 seconds left in the game.
So a tie
The first time me and him played, he beat me 16-10. It's 13-13.
That's fielded in the end zone.
He's one of the, but yeah, he's pretty good.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard.
Nah, there's some other guys that like fucking like undefeated a lot this season. He's in like the top 5, 10.
Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
Top 5.
Teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition.
I'm gonna throw 3 picks though.
The ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not.
My brother showed me his defense looked ridiculous. The guy only threw for 120 yards passing.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and
I'm surprised he didn't throw in the middle.
Now for 3rd. So a big play in this opening.
Yeah, I'm streaming the game, Ty.
Looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The temptation to go for
I'm streaming the game if you want to see.
Especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Oh,
so
the heck.
The Chiefs, as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll run. This is Hunt. And they'll get this up over the 25.
Wow, he is gone. This fucking game's fucking me.
First down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Watch this shit end in tie.
Are going to signal for another timeout.
One timeout. One timeout left. Damn, he's only completing 46%.
You a god.
Who said that? Pause, I go check. Someone messaged and said you a god. Hello? Yo. Hello? Hello? You there? See what? See what E? No, I didn't see what. It just happened just now? Oh, I'll call time out to call make it fair. I wasn't even paying. I just fucking. I'm in the chat talking and paying attention. You didn't see that? My defensive line was 10 yards off the ball. You see that, Ty?
Here at OT.
Tom might be fair, fucking Ty, and Tom might be fair about it. Call time out, but he said no. Yeah.
What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? And
it's gonna be holding.
We do have a penalty flag down, however.
How's that intentional grounding?
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Wow. Yeah.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Oh my god. That would have been the play of the year right there if you caught that.
Another nice
Come
job
on.
Defensively, they've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not
I'm playing my Madden game right now.
The running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure that
Connected franchise.
when the ball's in the
No, I'm streaming it.
there and help force some of those incompletions.
It's in overtime right now. 13-13. I'm kidding. KC in this one.
They'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting, starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot.
He got good position off of it though.
They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field,
he's in field goal range, yeah, so if he kicks a field goal, it's a game.
In this case, the offense
I can't believe I missed that fucking field goal.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this
Melvin Gordon.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
He's not very big in real life. He's stocky, but he's like small.
We'll be back after this. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on
he's good around ball, but I mean, I stopped him the whole game. Now he's just starting to run on me a little. He's only got like 47 yards rushing the whole game with that running back.
This is Gordon, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
But now he's got a chip shot of a field goal.
A loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he got it.
No.
Kick is good.
Hey, hold on.
Overtime, he's able to split the uprights.
Hey, hold on a second.
We were just treated to an absolute finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime